Hello, Andy. This is for you. This was written by Chris and I. A world without stone or its substitutes. Tall, serrated blades of grass converge and entwine in approximately 5 places. That was Chris, and I was the line before it. The serrated blades are also known to have over 8 serrates per one place of the 5. Often we lived on the outside of what we already knew. The tall grass entwined also on the outside, in the unknown. A song, the sharpness, a song, the sharpness, a song, the sharpness. The sharpness, a song, the sharpness, the sharpness, the song. Our language has no word for music other than grass. After death, the pollen is harvested from the lungs. The pipe maker's son built a porcelain coffin in the shape of the seed that drifts for years on the wind. It is said that the deceased will also drift for years along the winds, before they take root again in the red darkness of a woman. It is PMS, pollen menstrual syndrome. Each day has its own friend on the underside. The moon rubs the belly of that friend and then pours into the next moment like heavy cream. Into his head like a pasteurized inheritance through Saturn's house, which holds small offerings in the corners of neglected rooms, giving thanks to the Greeks of the night. Convergence of Needs, beginning a new poem, just by me. Objects should be essentially small and glittery, the length of the conversation, a consideration of retreat to Nightaba, far away from other thoughts. Outer space. A lawyer from outer space hires 2 administrators from a tutoring lab, almost writing the next line and then stopping. He is talking to her. He may not pass the class. Sit here and do your homework. He's more interested in drawings than algebra. At his age, he has already found something he is good at. You don't even go to school every day. What else could he do? There should be a safe place for all these restless people. He is nothing. He is fluent in his native language. I am nervous when I speak English. It is my native language. He lifted up the ends of the loose pants so that she could move quickly without stepping on her shoes. Her balance was elegant and narrow. They hang around her. They hover. One talks to her. The other leans against the wall. He is looking out the window for his friend. 3 of us are out together. Sooner or later they will see some of this writing. Almost time for me to go. Are you staying until resting the pen against the palm of my hand and then pressing one end with the index finger until the tip makes a dot on your wrist? I'll say it again. Rest the pen against the palm of my hand and then pressing one end with the index finger until the tip makes a dot on your wrist. Perhaps the life current has not moved much for me in the past months to a year. Everything he said, and the quiet girl. Go away and have a relationship. Can't remember where I saw my glasses. A large serving spoon, a paper bag with a handle, a hairband, the smell of an eyeliner pencil, a magazine left open overnight, doors left until tomorrow. Responsible in the ultimate for the rain under my shoulders. I now see something about staying awake at night. One boot faces the other faces me. The slender book yet unopened rests partially off the edge of her table. I let the curtain down to cover the window. Water. I let the curtain down to cover the window. Her jacket is behind the chair. Patience through boredom. Really responsible is not really rich. Forces transcended by recurring friends. A lie occurred and the truth was made up afterwards. Ghost issues, levitation to the clouds, medieval origins, upstairs plumbing, insight to faith, ways of fantasy. Out there, with achy calves, there is another human being. A cat cries outside the door. The floor gazes at the ceiling. All day, and it swoons. Identity not agency, city and state, Paul and Greg. Her pathology, sublimations of niche, shower for the mind, self-essence, reception for the brother. The gray and green solace falls over my back and warms me. Things people complain about but persevere anyway. The various types of days people have at work. She sat on the sidewalk putting on her makeup. My father is preparing for teaching on Monday night. A mental hospital in North Korea. A tank wheel running through the top of my head. Military green for golf courses. A helicopter flies by and a book catches fire. All the generals and the soldiers of the world in disguise. His phone clicks into his face. All the used tennis shoes from lonely people. Green deals in the shape of bolts. Spinning between my jaw and brain. Dry palms and risky interest rates. Conjunctions under the bed. The five never move in the ancient war. The shower is a physics container. How is the job search coming? How is the job search going? The clarity of the sunlight from the sunset varies as it shines on my face, on my far bedroom wall, for a minute or so, and soon it will be bright and defined around the shutter shadows, and then they will fade, and then they will become clear again. He said he'd like to make love to a short, white, wide, overweight Mexican mother. How long will I live? Is anything destined? I am tired of being told by the block of wood in the water that I should give up this writing. She is putting on her jacket and getting ready to go. 4 ducks fly across the water. There is only one person to read this. She tosses her boots up the hill. We still look up and back at each other. I'd like to meet someone with marketable skills. She is facing the water like I am now. If I could, I'd be a duck and ride up underneath her. Does anyone ask the garbage truck whether it had a good day? She is lying down with feet straight out in front of her. Wood and twine props up a reed by the lake. The lake sounds like someone is eating. The roots of the willow are concerned about their retirement policy. The cleaners, a duck that wandered to the strip mall. Her and her mother too. What time are the movies? Personalized gift gallery. How about some exciting retail opportunities? How about wooden salad spoons and haircuts high up on the neck? Sunglasses and straight blonde hair. A black girl with a ponytail. Red hair and a corduroy jacket. Sunglasses and a red purse. 6 Miss Californias. A kid running in circles. A mid-level management job. An insurance apprentice. On to the bookstore. How do you escape? Do you try by running out the door? Substance and qualities are different, but qualities are primary. Qualities and substances, a point where snake and rope are seen as at the same time. You see quality and substances if you are a great yogi. Quality or substances is if you are an ordinary man. There are substances in the object, but quality as the soul. They are not superimposed, they are naturally juxtaposed. There can always be 2 souls, and they can always be different. Have differentiation marks and differentiation. Differentiation marks are qualities. Differentiation is quality. How can you make up 2 infinites, 2 sets, 2 classes, the one that is the one infinite Atman and something else as its manifestation? There the Buddha stops, and there it ends. After the end is an Advaitist position, but it does not continue. It is only after the end. Prosperity, make money, doing business, have made it quite clear. 1 country, 2 systems. What will be the impact? Who is the person with the best credentials in any profession? Who is the person who is the most qualified? What is the list of these credentials? I am certain they will keep this promise. Enjoy the freedoms we currently have. Make the environment friendly. Basic law and joint declaration. Growing by leaps and bounds. High degree of autonomy. Separate customs territory. The real decision. Plenty of scope and opportunity. Transcripts are available. I'd like to present you with this certificate. I wouldn't lampoon just now. The National Press Club is open to investments, what they described as technical difficulties. The ceremony was scarcely over when it paid tribute to them. The World Cup. That's a lot of quality. Sports World Authority, Monaco Grand Prix, scheduled pit stops, Formula One cars, a three-day match, one-day internationals, second half of the sermon, without becoming efforts, second half of the season, without undermining efforts, recently retired, a long military history. Come over. I need you. I want to do something with you today. Hello, Rick is here.
Mm-hmm.
Say hello to Andy.
Hello, Andy.
Okay. Did you want to tell me something?
No. Go ahead. Don't let me interrupt your reading.
She studies through the hours without being restless. She's going through 20 minutes strong and well. I'm waiting again. Drastic pain and permanent suffering. I go get my binder. Taking the romantic ideal lock, stock, and barrel. Anxiety in Cantonese. Myrrh in Mandarin. On the map, Japan is a green island. Do you know what the language looks like? I know how to speak it, but I can't write it. Do you know how the world ended? They defeated the nervousness from invading her body. Unconditional surrender was the term. What if our country is taken over? Because we are weak, our defenses are weak. But we can't drain our people with an arms race. But as you know, some people would say that's just the sacrifice we have to make. Should have to be able to stomp. The procedure traps. The bleeding from her surgery makes such a mess, but the cutting of the nerves is what causes pain. They became friends. I don't know, but they occupied Japan for 10 years and they wrote another constitution. Practice in stages out loud, divided into states or prefectures. Each has a local government, more or less similar to walking down the hall and by the front desk, past the offices, some with open doors, and then downstairs and out the front door. I used to like reading, but now I hate it. Whatever is on, videos? Do you ever wonder what happened to your country during the war? Yes. Lots of people, but they were untrained. Your support to get words from your head where your assignment is, and then write from there. Do you read newspapers? It depends on how long you want to work. One could get a call any day now. I don't want to be so proud about anything. Teaching Paris at the art. Calm morning, good happy. The medication I'm taking is one people take when they are trying to quit cocaine. Get out of my face, please. Legs get tired, so he doesn't run away. Suspicious of my new self. Very soberly realizing how much art school costs. Could be great if he stays alive. Won't stay alive if he thinks he's great. Using Bruce Lee blocks at their words, which assail me, I block them. A blend of employee, depressed son, student, and weird talk, just to say you're working. It seems like something is wrong, so I ask, how are you doing? Concrete cast of Kleenex. Going out into the world and approval becoming important. As we speak, things could be falling out from under me. Simplicity reduces writing in half instead of 2/4 to get full credit. Pythagorean theorem, mystical mathematics, based subdialects. That game with the balls that roll down a funnel. Rubber cement, title bout, pay dirt, Instamatic baseball. Things are going to get better. Things are going to get brighter. Clean your plate. Drink your juice. Drink the milk when you already ate the cereal. Chinese Jacks, Sticks, The Knack. My first R-rated movie was Conan the Barbarian. Thulsa Doom, James Earl Jones. Toot toot. Yeah. Beep beep. A stern bounce. Indefinite definability. Black & Decker loves barbecue. Discuss and assess. Your staff can feel like there are specific roles to follow, instead of seeing them as experts. Building a trust. This came up yesterday. It was difficult to think of it. If there is something we could do without, community relations, innovative ways, maybe, sort of thing, I wouldn't really be cool. Obviously, some things people are watching around the country. Says he is really excellent. If what is really is a communication thing. Practice of community policy. You wouldn't have to pay for either of them, but somebody else could take all that power away in just a second. Why don't we start our own? What did you want? The thing was, wanted to be a security guard. By next week I'll have the details. You also have to be willing to be flexible. Let's shift gears. We need to address this issue first. I can't concentrate. People's lives are complex. To raise the issue of feeling like they are part of it. 500 to 1,000 motivated people. Holding the audience attention and then squeezing it. Take the shot of the Burroughs cat, a short documentary sequence, shot at the basic unit in video. We taped it, we didn't film it. The prices are in the air between the curtain and the wall behind me. I'm having a reaction. I can't live like this. Feeling like this is horrible. What should I take? Take a long panoramic shot. We need atmosphere before we need shots. Quality video work is created, not produced. Don't plan in the end or in the beginning. Plan in the middle. She finished her screenplay and we edited the first 2 acts. 3 scenes each at the same time we gathered footage, for the last one and for the last half act. She filmed in 35mm writing, a third of 6 letters. An even closer shot of the vacuum cleaner bag. Jesus comes through in average, ordinary lit frames. The wide lens causes a lack of depth of field. Actually, a short lens causes a lack of depth of field. In fact, it was so narrow that there was a negative depth of field. The camera or camcorder takes moving electronic frames that are behind it. The story of making sequences, the story of composition of shots, is history in itself. What is this author doing with these still photos? Hard to teach video from a book. You would need a video. It would help at least. Full coverage was obtained. Full coverage was obtained. A tripod for the fan. A tripod for the fan, a battery recharger for the video film. Are you all right? He spaces out. Page 103. A long shot reveals the environment in which the craftsman works, but it is difficult to make out exactly what he is doing, so it should not be held for too long. A clear view of what was happening. Subject, position, writing a weak television show, grammar of cinematography. Filming sucks. Jade quality, cloudy enough to cover occlusions and defects, but clear enough to be beautiful. I'll just read this last part here, okay? And then we'll stop. Just leave it on me, not to be.
Okay. Yes, you're the star of the show.
Not the
Go ahead.
Star, just like so they know where the words are coming from.
But
Why don't you read the rest?
we were seeing you before.
You could read the rest of it.
No, I don't want to read it. It's your stuff.
All right. Well, you can do whatever you want then.
No, I mean, weren't you reading for a while before I came in?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right. So there's plenty of.
There's plenty of you, Greg.
Right. Already. Unless you want to come back for closure. To go back on me for the ending.
We have come back. You're right there.
Okay. The bus brakes screech like a horror movie soundtrack. I don't want to go to the party. I do want to go to the party. Deep appreciation of all volunteers. We have a reception after a graduation. At the English department, it was in a conference room. Hunting for a job. I killed one and strapped it to the roof of my Jeep and drove home. The one he really cared about, he gave back. Thanks for listening, Andy. And thanks for filming Rick. That's all.